everybody? Marc Lobliner here. Boom! I'm going to try and make this interesting. Hamstring day is about as fun as being anally probed. Well, actually, I take that back. I really enjoy things going in my anus. But here, we're warming up. Now, we had a guest today. My buddy RJ is a trainer at the Rush. He's one of those good trainers. One of those guys I recommend. RJ's huge. Unfortunately, all you see is our asses today, but trust me, he's a good-looking dude. Not that I'm looking at him in that way, but if I did swing that, never mind. Anyway, so here we go. We're warming up. This is going to failure. We did mostly Dorian style here. If you look, there's my tiny calves and my ballooned out quads, which look really good together. And luckily, you can see the bulge in my pants. I got to warn you ladies today watching this video that there's going to be a lot of Lobliner ass shots. Now, that's an issue. So you might want to get a towel because it might get a little moist, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, here, I'm getting, Van's just going. I mean, we're going beyond failure. This is our Dorian type set. We did 3 warm-ups and 1 set to failure. Here's RJ. This fool, I saw him squatting 405 for like 10 reps for like 3 sets once. I'm like, we got to train with this dude. And honestly, I mean, he just, between he and I mean, it's dangerous working together because, all the women, I mean, we're both, he just had a kid. The women in our lives, it's one of those things where, okay, it's unfair to other women. Also, well, don't worry about Van. It's not like women like him anyway. I mean, come on. He's straight up, he's one of those deliverance type guys. Okay, here goes. We warmed up with 1 plate, 2 plates. Here's 3 plates. Oh, yeah. That is one big ass. Wearing my Big J's. Big J's Intensity Rules shirt. But you're not looking at that. You're looking at the veiny hams and the fat ass. Yeah, it seems like the more I bulk, the more it grows. My ass has gotten out of proportion, out of control. Now look at RJ, look at this fucker's calves. Anyway, he was doing some mad weight. I'm telling you, this guy's one of the strongest dudes, lower body wise, I've ever seen just training. Hitting up 3 plates like it ain't nothing. I decided to go to 4 today. I was feeling good. My gyno was nice and perky. I was wearing my Big J's Intensity shirt. And, from the back, my calves don't suck that bad. So I'm thinking I'll just face people from the rear, that fat ass, and those decent calves, and, the quad sweep. Now, I'm trying to bring up my hamstrings. John, the guy who I'm working with, John Otis Hollywood, he's doing my diet. He incorporated a lot of hamstrings into quad day, too. So this is my 2nd day of hamstrings, because my quads are fine. I mean, look at that fucking sweep up top. I'm pointing at it now at the screen like you can see me, because I'm a friggin' idiot. Anyway, look I have great sweep from behind. I don't have enough meat on my hams. They're shredded, but I need to get meat. I need my hamstrings to match the size of my ass. Now, if you look at Van, why don't you wear longer shorts so we can't see anything work? That'd be great. Now, if you notice, Sellout Van isn't wearing his Muscle Tech shirt today. I'm going to be sure to tell them about that because I think that violates a part of his contract that doesn't exist. Anyway, so we're moving here. Had to show 1 more set of RJ just hitting up the 315. I was the only one stupid enough to risk Snap City by doing the, doing that other fucking thing. Anyway, so he's getting it done at 405. And speaking of Snap City, I will be up visiting the Twins October 9th. You probably saw my video. If not, watch it. We're going to train. We're going to eat. It's going to be fun. Anyway, this is the full stack. Just so you know, we did 2 workup sets to this. So I'm only doing 7 reps. I'm really honing in on these hamstrings. Doing a lot of lunges, too. Because I'm working now on getting my ass even bigger. The bigger the ass muscle, the sharper the cuts. And I love my ass. I want it to grow. I want it to be big, shredded, hard. I want it to be the greatest ass next to Scarlett Johansson. And I'd really like to be inside of Scarlett Johansson. Anyway, here goes Van, kicking it up. Van goes for the more, camouflage shoes. That's the thing about the South. They wear camouflage jackets out to Walmart and shit. Like, I'm not going to see you. What the fuck's the point of camouflage if you ain't hunting? I don't understand these rednecks, bro. Anyway, so he's going to flip it around. Do this. Now, Van is very, very accustomed to this position. There's a position that is almost second nature to Van. I mean, he's used to being in this bent-over, prone position. It's how he makes a living. I'm not going to judge anybody. Who am I to judge? Only the good Lord can judge. Anyway, so here's RJ doing his thing. What the fucker's calves? I think he's wearing the funny shoes, too. It's a thing. I think I was the first one in the Rush to really bring those. And then everybody's wearing them now. The trainers are wearing them. I'd hate to say I'm a trendsetter, but I've been wearing those shits for like 3 years since they launched. So I'm really proud of my lack of style coming into style. So here he goes now. Speaking of going up to see the Twins, it's right down the road in Virginia. Oh, here, this is the greatest machine. Can you believe? Now, what the fuck is Van doing here? Doesn't he know not to, like, bend it? No wonder his back's all fucked up. I mean, he's, like, swinging it up. It's flying in the air. Come on, Van. Anyway, you guys are going to ask why I didn't correct his form. Frankly, because I think it's funny. It gives me nothing to talk about on the film if he doesn't really, do anything too funny or disastrous. RJ doing his thing. Let me tell you a little bit about training with the twins. I've been watching the twins for years. I think they're hysterical. I also think for the most part they give out great information that I agree with. The information that I don't agree with is because we have different viewpoints on things. And I'm sure they think part of what I say is stupid, which it probably is. Again, there's more than one way to do it. You look at those guys, they look phenomenal. Don't just say genetics. Because, when they started training, you've seen their transformation videos, and they've made great results. Look at this. My focus on these, man, my ass is enormous. My focus on these is just getting it to the top and getting a good squeeze. I'm squeezing my butt together like I'm avoiding sodomy. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking sodomy every rep I do. This is a nice way to kill off your hamstrings. This is high leg press. Look at my heels are on the top. This really hits your hams and glutes. I keep it nice and light. Just get a good stretch at the bottom. This is really good, and what we're going to do here is we're going to superset them with calves. Why? Why not? We're already sitting there. So we're doing our calves here. Might as well knock those out. And honestly, my little fucking calves can use all the work they can. My calves and arms, God had a thing about making me with some funny appendages, He's like, okay, we'll give you small calves, small arms. But let's make your torso really, really, really big, because that's really how you want to look in life. And I'm cool with it. I was just saying this on Hollywood's Rabid Cage. I'm happy. I'm not tripping over the fact that I have a big chest. My arms are still, put them on a 200-pound normal guy, 220-pound normal guy even, and they'll look big. Put them on my torso, not really. They are a bit overmatched by the rest of my body, but you know what? I can't be greedy. At least I have a chest. I get so many emails a day. I don't have a chest. How do I work my chest? And the thing is, we all probably do similar exercises. But like I believe the twins said in their video on actually they mentioned my trip there, on guys not being able to grow their chest, there's always something messed up with someone. Somebody might have weak hamstrings, weak arms, weak chest, weak back, weak traps. I just mentioned me. No, the bottom line is genetics do play a huge role. So when you tell me work my chest, work my calves, work my arms, the fuck do you think I'm doing? You think I'm just like sitting around waiting for them to grow on their own? I've been blasting arms so bad I got tendonitis in them. I was doing them 3 times a week earlier. I'm doing them 3 times a weekend. This is a mainstay twice a week in my workouts. I do it on quad day. I didn't show. We did 4 total sets. So we went there, and back. And what I do, lunges. This is part of my ass intensive workout. And at the end of the workout, you saw us doing these in the video I did with Chris Jones, Physiques of Greatness, and Big J and JR Barthel in the parking lot. Well, I don't think JR did them. It was me, Chris Jones, and Big J. But I'm channeling Big J this workout, and I'm getting my lunges in. Now, lunges are going to be a very integral part of my training. They're going to be a huge part of it. I'm going to do them at least once a week, most of the time twice a week. I've decided to bring conditioning like no other, and so I'm working on it now. And just to let you know a little bit something about my diet, I'm having 800 grams of carbs, 450 grams of protein, and 120 grams of fat on normal days. That's going to be 3 days a week. The other 2 days, the 2 days I train arms, extra arms, I'm having 950 grams of carbs, 450 grams of protein, and 150 grams of fat, 120 grams of fat. And then on my off days where I'm just doing 20 minutes of cardio, I am going to be having 600 grams of carbs, 450 protein, and 120 fat. That's a lot of calories. You try eating 950 grams of carbohydrates, dirty, clean. I can't eat enough Pop-Tarts to make that happen, but I feel full. It's amazing I don't have GH gut. Well, I do. Excuse me, couldn't pause it for that. Anyway, allergies, bro. Getting the calves done. You notice this is our second calf exercise. And Van, the reason I like him so much is he makes my calves feel that much better. Ladies, I know you've seen a lot of ass in this workout. RJ had to cut out. He had to go work. A little bit ago before lunges, luckily. He would have died. And no, I'm just playing. Anyway, the reason I like Van is he makes me not feel so bad about my crappy calves. There's me checking texts like a boss, Anyway, here's the last exercise. Again, from behind, my calves don't suck that bad. But my ass is still huge. Here we go. Just pounding these out, making sure the calves are done. Video's almost over, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend, and stay tuned for more information, including October 9th with the Hodge twins. Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Time for the pretty ad. Peace out.